welcome back to another episode of VintageStory. In this episode, we attempt to enter the Iron Age, and we also get a strange map from an old man. There's plenty more going on too, so sit back and relax, because we're jumping straight in. Well, we are back. I would like to say it's immediately where we left off, but it definitely isn't. I lost about 2 hours worth of footage because I didn't actually press the record button. I am not a smart man. But fortunately, it was only really me just chiseling things. So you didn't really lose out much, and I can just show you what I've done anyway. We've got a table, we've got a few chairs, it looks nice. If only, you know, it wasn't just me. These extra chairs are just completely unnecessary. And they just look nice, I guess. Well, if you can't tell, it has been snowing for quite a while now. I was downstairs working in the smithy, making it look nice, chiseling away. And I wasn't looking at my minimap or anything, so I come back up, I open the front door, and it's just snow everywhere. That is going to be an issue, I think, because I need to go prospecting for tin, because I need a tin bronze pickaxe to give to the treasure hunter trader, and he's going to give me some kind of treasure map in return. And 2, I need a bronze anvil, I'm pretty sure, to smith my iron on, so I'm not really too sure how that's going to work. So I'm going to have to go prospecting at some point in a bit. I imagine going to be quite a big pain in all this snow. But it's got to be done, because I want to progress further. I want iron, and I want to see what that guy's got for me. And before it gets too dark, I should probably go and show you the smithy. Now, I am pretty pleased with it. I think it looks great. I mean, obviously there's always room for improvement, but you never know. And here we are, here we have it. I added these little tables along the side here, which, I've got to say, I quite like the look of. It fills the room a bit better. I realized you can finally add, I say finally, you can add blocks to other chisel blocks. So this section right here where it cuts off at the wood, the square here is actually just a oak quarter log, but it's also got the cobblestone mixed in, which I really love because it allows you to just integrate blocks a bit more seamlessly, and that is just something you wouldn't get anywhere else. I added a table to the forge, which, I mean, I'm not too sure why, but it just seems to suit it. I feel like some forges have tables. And then we've got some water down here, which were a pain in the arse to put down. I had to figure out a way how to get water into like a chiseled block. Such a pain in the arse. You have to like chisel out a bit at the bottom and put it in, which is just a pain, but oh well. I really like the way it looks. There's a lot of chiseling gone on, but you can't really tell because of the cobblestone, which is a bit annoying. So maybe I should have used a different block for it. At the end of the day, you can still basically tell what it is. It's just a bit convoluted with all the pattern. I think it looks quite nice. Oh, I also made this like little chest holding shelf. It looks a bit weird now because there's not actually like other chests in there, but I think I measured it out right and it should look good when there's other chests in there. What I need to do now is make some, I'm still never ever going to be able to say this word, molybdochalcos. Actually, that sounds pretty correct. Molybdochalcos. It's a bit of a mouthful though. It's just getting called Molly B for now. So I need to make some Molly B ingots. Fortunately, it's just lead and copper, which I do actually have a stack of lead nuggets, and I've got plenty of copper still. So I can get them prepared and make them into plates, because I want to make a few more lanterns to scatter around the base, because if you can't tell, there's 1,000,001 torches all over this place, keeping it light. And believe me when I say it is a royal pain in the arse. Run around and replace every single torch before it goes out. I have to remember to do that every time. So I would like to get rid of that aspect, or at least reduce it a bit, so it frees up a bit more time. Because these things go out like every 2 days. So if you're not careful, they'll just vanish. And it's such a waste of time and resources having to replant them. Making a torch holder could just be as easy, but I don't have anything to make brass, I don't think. No, I've got no zinc at all. So currently, the best bet is to make probably three lanterns, because that's all I can really make until I actually get some bees, which we will be doing at some point, probably in this episode, hopefully. If I get enough time and get around to it, assuming prospecting doesn't take 99 years to actually get anything done. Now, I would actually like to get this bit all turned into at least cobblestone or something, or wood or planks. Just something to make it so it's not dirt, because it doesn't look too pretty, right? And I would actually like the tower to get done at some point. Because I need it for a windmill, right? The grand plan is, I originally had the idea of having one tower behind the house and the other one connected up. That's still going to be the thing, but I'm going to use the tower that goes up this way to make a windmill out of. Because right under where it's going to go, down there, should be the smithy area. And should be able to use that to power some health hammers and, what, a pulverizer or something? Why is there so many portals out here? That is not a good sign. Well, we are going to prepare, and then we are going to go out prospecting. Yeah, like I said, I had done a bit of movement of chests. Everything's just shifted to the side of it. I really do need to make an area for all this to go. Or at least make some proper chests, because storing things in vessels is just never a good idea, really. Let's get ourselves prepared. Why is there a drifter in my house? That should not be possible. That absolutely should not be possible. I won't lie. That kind of scared me, seeing him just wander out through the basement. I don't know how he got in. Slightly makes me worried. Oh yeah. And I pushed the walls out once more. It still looks a bit off, but it's probably just because this bit is even at the back. So last episode I came down here and I was like, why is some of my food just only lasting 35 days? And somebody told me the very obvious answer, or at least asked me the very obvious answer of, have you sealed them? And me being the smart fella I am not, I had not sealed any of them. Well, I hadn't sealed half of them at least. But now that's fixed, and they all last for at least 95 days. Most of them last for a couple of years, but the ones lasting for 95 days were very close to going out of date, let's say. So thank you for that, because that was such an obvious thing, and I didn't even bother to check it. I'm not too sure what it is, but there's just something about this area that's just really cozy to me. Compared to the rest of my house, just the rest seems a bit bare bones, but this area, with it being a bit more flushed out, I just really enjoy it. Minus, you know, 2 lovely hell portals right in front of me, spawning drifters and everything. But we deal with that. Anyway, let's go craft some lanterns real quick, and then we'll prepare, we'll head out, we'll go prospecting. On a side note, actually, I was just about to put some leather in to start soaking. I realized I can make these trousers, which actually give me a bit of warmth. What the hell just fell over? I don't know if you heard that or not, but something just collapsed above me. Anyway, these hunter leggings, absolute zero condition. I was going to repair them, but I figured I've got so many hides, I could just make these, and that'd fix my issue, which I'm absolutely going to do, because that'll save me some linen. I wonder if I can make any more rawhide stuff. Well, on a side note, I was able to make a rawhide mantle, which also adds another 2 degrees to me, which should keep me nice and warm, hopefully. Because I was running around with both of these at awful condition, absolute zero, and it was providing no warmth. Now I should be able to keep a tiny bit warmer and shouldn't freeze so much. So maybe, just maybe, going prospecting won't be so bad. So we've got a molybdo chalcos onto fire, 600 units of it, which is quite nice. It's roughly a 90 to 10% ratio of lead to copper. We're going to make 6 ingots because each plate requires 2 ingots, and it needs a plate for each lantern. Hopefully that should light up the base enough, because I do not want to get surprised by another drifter just wandering through my house randomly. So our molybdo chalcos is cooling down. I've thrown 100 units of, well, I say 100 units. I've made 100 units of black bronze because I'm going to need another pickaxe. And hopefully that's going to be the last one I need before I can make iron tools finally. But knowing my luck, it's probably not. And I'll probably have to make another one. But I do have quite a bit of gold and silver left. I think I've got enough for 42 pickaxes if I really need it, but I'm definitely not going to. So hopefully we can use most of that to convert into tools that traders will buy. And that should be a great source of rusty gears for us for the meantime. I'm not really too sure if we need rusty gears for anything in-game, but just in case, I'm going to try and build a bit of a stockpile. Hopefully I'll have enough for anything if I need to buy something specific. And by the looks of it, I'm going to need to make another hammer as well. So that's no biggie. Time to get these fired up so I can start smashing them into plates. Bish, bash, bosh. Final plate done. Let's cool that off real quick. Oh, if only I could actually get it in there. Should be able to make something with that. It doesn't matter that it's too hot, right? So we put the plate down here, the candle in the middle, and a clear quartz on each side. Oh, and there we go. Our actual first crafted lantern for once. Time to just make 2 more. I have no clue where I'm actually going to put these in the base, but they need to go somewhere that will be useful. I mean, I might just leave that one up there for now. I like the black on these things. They look pretty good. Well, better than the brass. So I might keep one on me. Just need to figure out a place to put 2 more. I think one can go there. Take that torch out. I don't care about collecting it. It's fine down there. That should stop things from spawning down there. And then Where do we put the other one? I'm just going to place it there for now. It's not too in the way. Well, now we're all set to go out prospecting. I made an extra stack of ladders just because I don't know how deep I'm going to need to go. Hopefully not too deep to find tin. I wouldn't expect so. I'm also going to make some skeps. And we're going to head down to where the bees are, and hopefully we can place them nearby. They will transfer into them. I'm not sure how long it takes. It might just be a while before I even get any bees, but that should get that out of the way. I'll make these and then we'll head off. This snow is looking pretty thick, and I can't believe it still hasn't given up snowing yet. Looks like we are going to be stuck in snow for a while. Hopefully it can't pile too high. Otherwise, we'll be running face first through snow for the next like 10 years. Saying that, you do actually run a bit slower through snow, I've noticed, which is a bit of a pain. I think we're going to start prospecting over this area, because we might as well since the bees are over this way. Hopefully, we can get it out of the way sooner than later. Can't tell if this was a lake. This was probably like a fresh spot. Yeah, that's water. I suppose we're pretty fortunate that we didn't have to run too far to actually find any bees. I thought it'd be a real challenge to find some, but when they're just over here, probably going to place it there, just so nothing can get it. Saying that, I'll remove this block as well. Hopefully, they move in. I think that's at least how it worked. They should just migrate down. Let's see. We'll go to the other one. Well, there's the other one placed. We'll come back to this and give it a check in like a couple days' time. Hopefully they've moved in. For now, let's start prospecting this area. We have very poor cassiterite, which is what we're after. Very high sphalerite though. What was sphalerite used for again? Ah, that was zinc. Ooh, I suppose I could use zinc, but no, I need tin. I'm only just going to go for tin, but I will remember where this place is if I ever need it. We'll just head a bit further northeast. Okay, so for the reading of this one, it's decent, but it's only 0.07. That is barely anything. I'll try it again elsewhere. I might just do a few more samples and then just see how it's looking and pick the best one. Other than that, it might be a case of moving to another area. Okay, so I've been around, I've taken a few samples. Obviously, the further out I go in this direction, it gets worse. It seems to concentrate around this middle area, with this one being the highest percentage. The rest are all 0.1, but this one's 0.01% higher. So, I mean, you know, surely it's got to be a better odds, right? So I'm just going to start digging around that waypoint and see if we can find anything. Hopefully we do. I don't think cassiterite's too rare. But in the event it is, we're going to be doing a whole lot more digging, basically. Okay, so we're 6 blocks deep. It should be in a 6-block radius from what I remember. So swap the tool mode. We'll do a node search. See if we find anything. Probably won't, let's be real. We found flint in medium amounts. That's no good. I guess we go deeper. Alright, now we're 12 blocks deeper. Nothing nearby. Alright, we keep going. I wish the survival guide gave like indicators of where you would find certain types of stone, or at least like a rough layer estimate. So I could be down here for ages digging holes, and I would never even know it. Well, we found huge amounts of quartz. I wonder why. We'll do this 2 or 3 more times, then go back up if we don't find anything. I think that's probably the best play. You know, I can't tell, but I think to the side of me somewhere, yeah, there's definitely a cave. I'm a bit hesitant to dig out to it, but I feel like it's close to me. Yeah, there's definitely something around here. Nah. Let's not get distracted. No ore nodes nearby. There we go. Block number 12. The spooky music has started playing once again. I love doing this. Oh, look at that gear go down. It's flying down. Hopefully we get somewhere. I'm gonna do this one more time if we don't, and then go back up. Asking you shall receive, I guess. Made my life a lot easier. Now we've actually just got to find this stuff. This could be anywhere. Oh, it's a good job I made another pickaxe, because I ain't going to be finding this anytime soon. In fact, my gear might run out before I even do. Oh, and there we go, we found it. The worst part about this is, I don't even think you need much to make tin bronze. I think you only need like 5%, if that. Maybe it might be 10%. But it's certainly not a big amount. It's mostly just copper. So we'll collect all this, because then that saves us having to go find it any other time, hopefully. Okay, I might be getting a little greedy with all this. I might as well, right? Oh, it's so low I'm taking damage. No. I'm getting this last little bit, and then we're heading out of here. It kind of sucks that you take damage for having such low sanity. It's almost like I'm in a temporal storm right now. Please don't tell me I'm gonna die out here. Oh god, that's a very frozen Dave. Why is it only going down? Surely I should be close enough to home where it goes up. Wasn't that far out. Why is it not going up? Please go up. There we go. I guess it's only my home area where it's safe around here. Let's get down to the smithy real quick. It should be all good. I'm not sure if anything does spawn when it's like this. Hopefully it doesn't, because my weapons are about to break. I do have another bow. Well, if I went and stood in the smithy, it didn't actually want to go back up, so I guess I've got to stay here for a while. At least until it disappears enough where I'm not damaging myself. Well, a little trip out to find tin was pretty successful, I'd say. We've got 98 little nuggets here. That should be plenty enough to make tin bronze. Hopefully we've got enough copper. I'm not too sure what the exact ratio is for tin bronze. So let's just double check that real quick. Yeah, 88 to 92%. So we'll get some of that smelted up real quick. We're going to need 1100 units of it, because I want to make the anvil and the pickaxe. Oh, that's not good. Come on, man. I just literally got out of hell. And now I'm going straight back into it. A medium temporal storm is approaching. That's just great. Give me a break, game. There we go. That should make 1100 units of tin bronze. That's going to be perfect. Now, let's get it smelted. And then tomorrow morning, assuming we actually survive this temporal storm, we can go and send our pickaxe off to the trader. And then make some iron. Finally advancing. Also, I've noticed, very slowly, while I'm in the smithy, my gear likes to tick down. It was at 100% before. Now it's at 98%. I guess I'm not allowed to build underground here, which is a bit of a pain. It doesn't tick down too slowly, to be fair. If I end up going back up to anywhere else in the house, it should be fine. It'll just recover by the time it actually starts to matter. Just no AFKing in the smithy, I guess. I'm just sat here hoping that we can get this poured before the temporal storm starts, at least. Because I know that is going to last a while. Always does. Get this done, survive, come back, craft our stuff. We should be on for a good time. There we go. It's finally done. Pour this real quick. God, this takes a while to fill. It only requires 900 units? I thought it required 1,000. Well, I suppose I can have a tin bronze pickaxe laying around. Can always sell that to someone. Or a tin bronze ingot, I guess I should say. I am going to go survive. I'm just going to go hide in the corner. See if anything actually attacks me or not. Hopefully it doesn't. To be fair, they're not too bad in the house. It's only really outside when they can all start spawning. There's nothing like waiting for hell to come and kill you. Well, I say hell. I don't really know what it is. I don't think anyone does, really. Well, maybe it's a bit more explained in the lore saying that. But with me repairing these clothes, it's allowed me to stay warm enough. I can actually survive outside in the snow without getting cold, I think. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I should be able to just sit out here. And hopefully nothing's going to spawn on the balcony. I'll just get to watch it breeze by. In fact, while I wait, I might as well prepare the next stage for the leather. Oh, did I put it back in the barrel? I did. And there we go. Now that's going to take 3 days. Still no sign yet. It's been like a couple of hours in game. Hopefully this should have softened enough. Or at least cooled. No, it's getting there though. I'm not too sure how long the warning is before a storm actually starts. By my guess, it's probably about 10 hours. Something like that. 8 hours. So it's not too bad. I should get another warning like an hour prior before it actually starts, I think. So I'm safe until then. I didn't really need to go sit out on the balcony, but, you know, I've got to make use of it somehow, right? Funnily enough, the tin bronze actually managed to harden before we went and headed into the storm, which is great. Which means tin bronze pickaxe, tin bronze anvil. I should probably at least put some iron on to smelt real quick. How do I even... Let's just try this. Do I need to break it first? I probably do. I'll put that in there. That in there. We've got hematite nuggets. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna have to put about 60 into this. In fact, let's just put 100 in. 100 in both of them, why not? That should be enough. And then let's throw some coal in. I assume you just... Okay, you can only put 5 in max. Okay, now it's going. What about this one? Is this one gonna go? Has it got enough fuel? Can I add more? Oh, I needed to put 6 in for that one. It's probably because I went over on the thing. Oh, if I went over, maybe I should put a bit more in. Is that possible post? Oh, it's not possible. Now we just wait, I guess. Oh, this is exciting. I can't wait to get to the Iron Age. Tools that actually last longer than like 10 minutes. Well, I went ahead and smashed up all the iron I've got. It's safe to say I'm probably not going to need some for a while. There's about 70 ingots there, give or take, roughly. And I definitely did not collect all from that mine. I will have to go back at some point, but for now, that is easily going to cover all our iron needs. There's nothing like sitting through a temporal storm. Nice and safe, nothing can get me. Well, I say that. Knowing my luck, probably something will spawn up here and try and kill me. But that just means a chance for more gear. Well, my brief moment of peace hasn't lasted too long, as you can see, because this Boathorn out here can actually see me. And it is constantly firing at me. Ow. But it's better than actually having to fight him. Ow. Leave me alone. To be fair, that thing actually blends in really well. That one should have straight up just hit me there. Look at Big Dave out there, just strolling along the landscape. He's got places to be, and it ain't near me, I guess. Fortunately, because most of this is slabs, I think I'm okay. I don't think mobs can spawn on slabs, but they could always spawn on the logs, I guess. Hello there, buddy. Ow. You know what? I'm not even going to waste the spear. I'm just going to shoot you to death. It's going to be my easiest option. Look at that. Nice and easy. And I still have my knife on me at least. Oh, I forgot there's some iron in my inventory. Tier 3. Oh, that's not good. It's pretty strong, actually, I'd say. Strong enough to hurt me a lot. Reminds me, I should definitely craft a brand new weapon. In fact, I could make it out of meteoric iron. I do have a few bits of those sat around. I could go mine some, actually, because there is plenty in the desert. I think I found 2 spots with meteoric iron. Yeah, just look at how cool this meteoric iron falx looks. I'm definitely going to have to craft one of these. Not as good as a spear, obviously, because it's got less range, but it definitely does a lot more attack damage. That's going to be perfect. Although, realistically, I should probably stick to the bow since I am the hunter class. Maybe I should make some, like, iron arrows or meteoric iron arrows. Maybe it's a waste to do that, actually. Well, I'd like to hope this thing ends soon, because it's getting to the point where I'm about to start taking damage from it. God, it's been going on for ages. I'm going to have to prepare a bit better, I think. I'm going to need bandages next time one of these appears. Luckily enough, it says it's about to disappear. Hopefully it starts winding down soon. I'm still going to have to stay out here for a bit. In fact, I should probably take the pickaxe to the trader once it gets enough where things aren't going to spawn around me. Well, thankfully it's over now. But I'm still going to be taking damage for a while until it goes back up. And Dave is going to disappear at some point. Sitting out on the balcony really worked. Nothing actually came to harm me, at least. Okay, I just came downstairs. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there is. Stay away from me, you. Thank God it was only a level 1 one. Oh, great, and now I'm being shot at through my windows. Look at that, cheeky buggers. Stay in there. It's not my issue. We'll loot this and see if it's got anything. Nope. Level 1 ones never do. Well, now we're relatively safe again. I think I'm going to run over to the trader and see what he's going to give me. Don't think that iron's going to be done yet. That's probably going to take a while. Let's take a nice trek out. Oh. There's still nothing in these pits either. Well, I say nothing. Nothing new. Still the bears and the one wolf. I really would like to get that extended at some point. Stretch it across and around to that mountain. You know what? These wolves blend in perfectly with that snow. Perfect camouflage. I wouldn't have noticed him if I hadn't just stopped a second. Come here, you. Well, Innes, the time has finally come. Though you look a bit frosted up, my man. Maybe you should actually go inside your caravan over there. No? Here we go. I got the tin bronze pickaxe you asked for. Now tell me what you know. I appreciate that. Now listen up. I found it a couple weeks back. A massive cavern with a huge figure looming within it. It scared me senseless. So I got out of there real quick. But I could tell. It's got a full of treasure. That makes no sense. It's got a full of treasure? That needs fixing. Alright, Humbert, shut up. Full of trouble too, no doubt. I'll mark it on your map. If you're going, make sure you're prepared. It's no easy trek through the tunnels. Okay. Oh, and he's given us a map to the Resonance Archive? Good luck down there. You're gonna need it. Well, let's see where this leads. Actually, saying that, what are you selling? Oh, nothing new on you. What are you buying? A black bronze falx for 95? That's not worth much. What about you, homie? And when are these guys ever going to buy anything at a higher price? That would be lovely. Unfortunately, they don't. Oh, maybe I should make a black bronze sword, though. Oh, in less than a day? I don't think that's going to be possible. See you later, Humbert. And you, Innes. Stay warm, guys. Try not to freeze to death. Well, there we have it. Innes has given us a map to the Resonance Archive. I have no clue what that is, but it sounds very scary, and I should probably actually prepare for once. I know I always say I am going to be prepared, but this time I think we better take proper precaution. We'll use the map once I get to the house and see where it is. Hopefully it's not too far away. Can't imagine it'd be super long distance, right? But you never know. Well, it's got to be said, that was kind of an uneventful day considering I haven't really done much in it. I just had to sit out a temporal storm all day. I think we're going to go visit Sprig 1 minute. He's not too far off. I should be able to make it back before it gets dark, hopefully. Hello, Sprig, my man. Alright, close that door for you. Let's not get you too chilly. Oh, it's been a while, Sprig. And you are still selling nothing I need. Typical Sprig, eh? Steel ingots, tin ingots. Oh, I could make a tin ingot, technically, but it's not really worth the price. Nope, you're not selling anything I want or buying anything I have. That was just... You know what, Sprig? I'm not even going to reply to that. Have a good day. You know what? Every time I come back to this thing, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I made that. It just looks nice. I don't really tend to build nice homes. Well, I say that, I do, but I'm pretty impressed with this. This one actually means something. Because in Minecraft, it's really easy to get blocks, but in this game, everything just... There's a sense of accomplishment for everything you do. I think, yeah, by the looks of it, our iron is done. I think I have to break these. I can't just get them out. So let's break them real quick. Those are going to be hot. I can already tell. Alright, I'm going to have to put this back in my inventory and grab this. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm going to have to remake the bloomeries, aren't I? Okay, so they're cooling down. So I've got to place them. I need my hammer as well. Where's that? Oh, it's in my inventory. What do we have to do? Do we just have to smash off the... Can I heavy hit it? Is that going to do anything? It's not going to do anything. Okay, but at least it takes off this stuff real fast. So I guess I have to remove, like, the slag around the iron. Oh, have I got to do this for every single piece? Wish I'd never put the hole in the side of the mountain at this point, because there's just enemies that spawn above me now. Okay, it's almost done. And then I guess I'm going to have to knock it into place. Am I really going to lose a bunch of iron from this as well? I really need to implement a system where you get pieces back. And just like that, we have our first iron ingot, baby. That is a huge step forward for us. Let's throw this one in here. And I guess we're going to have to do 10 more. The real question is if I can actually smash out all of these before they cool down. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I might have to reheat them, which is a bit of a pain. Keep that in mind for next time. Well, that's a bit of a pain. I only managed to get through 4. I can only put 1 in at a time in these. Don't mind me just borrowing a torch off the wall to actually reheat these. And this is a real grind. That's not too bad. I don't mind that. Just means when I run out of coal, though, I'm going to be in an unfortunate position. Been too absorbed to realize that I think my bloomery is bugged. Why is it still making so much noise even though it's not there? That was nothing a save and quit couldn't fix. Sound is now gone, fortunately. And while we wait, actually, I think we should probably use this. I don't know if it's just going to mark something on our map or it's going to open up something. Okay, approximate location of the Resonant Archives added to your world map. Oh, it's south. How far south? Oh my god. Okay, so it's not too far away. It's only about 4,000 blocks away. That could have been a whole lot worse. Okay, these are now hot enough again, so let's get back to working. I'm on my final iron bloom, and these things have damn near right about killed my hammer. I'm gonna have to make an iron hammer at this point, I think. Well, that was the final ingot done. It's still a bit warm, so I'm going to try and make a hammer out of it real quick. Don't know if I've got enough durability left to do so, though. Well, it's gotten it real close, but I managed to do it. Bish, bash, bosh. There we go. First iron tool, and of course we made a hammer. Probably not the best thing to make. I think before we make anything else, we should probably just make a pickaxe, just in case. So that's going to be the first, well, second thing I make, bar the hammer. Just like that, now it feels safe to say we're actually in the Iron Age. Well, we've smithed ourselves up a bit of an iron arsenal. We've got an iron shovel, an iron axe, an iron pickaxe, and just for me, I made myself an iron chisel. You can never have too much fun with this thing, so having a better one just makes life a bit more simpler. And since last episode, I've obtained all these scrolls, and I haven't still opened them yet. I'm going to open one now, and we're going to read what's on it. Hopefully it's something good. Hopefully it's something interesting. So, let's go ahead. Discovered lore. Brief discussions with the traveler. Part 1 of 4. Okay, well, never get too bored of that music. A bit ominous, spooky music, but here we go. Brief discussions with the traveler. Act 1, Scene 1. A large study filled with characters and packaging. Odwin at its desk, working intently. Enter Traveler suddenly. Traveler observes Odwin at his study for a few moments. Odwin has not noticed him. Traveler. I can see you've spent quite a lot of time here. Odwin, startled. What? Who? See here now. Who's there? Who stands before me? If you've no appointment, be gone from my office. I've no time for the rabble. I wonder if you might reconsider. Oh, we actually get a next page this time. How different are you from them when your worth is weighed in full? I can't understand what you mean. Just look out there. Look at the people digging for worms, digging for carrots and iron. I've risen above that, through my own work. Why be a grub when you could be a lion? What does it matter if they suffer as a result? The lion does not cry over its meal. Perhaps you're right, sir. Though, I cannot hope for otherwise. What a cruel world you paint yourself in. I wonder, what will you do when a greater lion comes hungry for you? Indeed, he will not cry for you. Must you then cry alone, at the end? Humph! What sentiment is this? We are alone from the beginning. Should I encounter an overwhelming foe, it is my own weakness that I have to blame. Exit Traveler suddenly. Of course, no one will wait for me. Ah, but he is gone already. I'll be honest, I was not expecting there to be like a play in this. That was definitely something. It kind of makes me want to open more, I'm not going to lie. I want to see where this goes. Surely that can't be it. I guess this Odwin guy he's obviously someone high up. And I suppose the Traveler is somebody who works under him or is at least beneath him socially. It's a bit odd. That is a weird lore entry. Well, I'm not too sure if anybody else has any suggestions what I should make with my iron. But if not, I'm going to continue making a few more tools. I might make some iron armor. Probably better than the black bronze. And I need to start preparing for going to, what's it called? The Resonance Archive. Now, by the way the Traveler worded it, it seems like it's going to be a tough place. So I really should get up some bandages. I should probably bring a bunch of food. Probably make a new weapon. In fact, I think I should probably go get that meteoric iron and make a falx. That would be a good start. Make a few more arrows. Make a bunch of torches. Just get totally prepared. And then I guess we're going to travel over there at some point. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button since you made it this far. There's a playlist on the left if you want more vintage story action from yours truly. That's assuming you've not seen it all already. There's more to come as always. Adios. Subscribe.